For millions of people, coffee is more than just a drink. It's a daily ritual, a morning wake-up call, and sometimes even a lifeline. But behind that comforting aroma and rich taste lies a powerful chemical that changes your brain and body in some truly surprising ways. Today, we're going to uncover what coffee really does to you. The good, the bad, and the unexpected. So grab your favorite mug and let's dive in. First things first, what's actually inside that cup of coffee? You might be surprised to learn that coffee contains over 1,000 bioactive compounds. But the undisputed star of the show is, of course, caffeine. So how does it work its magic? In your brain, there's a chemical called adenosine. Throughout the day, adenosine builds up, binding to receptors and making you feel tired. It's your body's natural way of telling you it's time to rest. But when you drink coffee, caffeine enters your bloodstream and travels to your brain, where it cleverly blocks those adenosine receptors. The result? Adenosine can't do its job, so you feel alert, awake, and focused. It's like putting a temporary block on your brain's sleep signals. Did you know that caffeine starts working its magic within just 15 minutes of your first sip? And its stimulating effects can last for up to 6 hours, which is why that afternoon cup can sometimes mess with your bedtime. But we'll get more into that later. Now, let's talk about the good stuff. When consumed in moderation, coffee can be incredibly beneficial for your health. Numerous studies have shown that caffeine can significantly improve cognitive functions. It enhances your concentration, sharpens your memory, and even speeds up your reaction time. That's why so many people rely on it to kickstart their workday or power through a tough project. But the benefits don't stop at your brain. Regular coffee drinkers have been found to have a lower risk of developing serious neurological conditions like Parkinson's and Alzheimer's disease. Beyond that, research also points to a reduced risk of certain types of cancers. A big reason for these protective effects is that coffee is absolutely packed with antioxidants. These powerful compounds fight oxidative stress and cell damage caused by free radicals, which in turn can help slow down the aging process. And there's more. Coffee can give your metabolism a nice little boost, which can aid in weight management. It's also known to enhance your mood by stimulating the central nervous system and increasing the production of neurotransmitters like dopamine and serotonin. It can even help protect your liver from damage and has been strongly linked to a lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. With all these perks, it's no wonder coffee is one of the most popular beverages on the planet. However, it's not all sunshine and espresso shots. Coffee has a darker side too, especially when you drink too much of it or at the wrong times. Let's start with your stomach. Drinking coffee on an empty stomach can stimulate the production of hydrochloric acid. While you need this acid to digest food, producing too much when there's nothing to digest can lead to discomfort, heartburn, or indigestion for some people. Then there's the impact of high doses of caffeine. While a little can make you feel focused, a lot can push you over the edge into anxiety, jitters, or a racing heart. It overstimulates your nervous system, leading to that unpleasant, shaky feeling. And yes, it is mildly addictive. If you're a daily coffee drinker, your body can develop a dependence on it. When you suddenly stop, you might experience withdrawal symptoms like headaches, fatigue, and irritability as your body craves its daily dose. Perhaps one of the most significant downsides is its effect on sleep. As we mentioned, caffeine blocks adenosine. Drinking coffee late in the day, even 6 hours before bed, can significantly disrupt your sleep architecture. It can make it harder to fall asleep and reduce the amount of deep, restorative sleep you get. Studies have shown that a late afternoon coffee can reduce your sleep quality by up to 40%. So, that 4 p.m. pick-me-up might be costing you a good night's rest. Over the years, coffee has been the subject of countless myths and old wives' tales. Let's take a moment to clear up a few of the most common ones. First up, the classic myth that coffee stunts your growth. This one has been around for decades, but it's completely false. There is absolutely no scientific evidence to support the claim that coffee consumption has any impact on a person's height or bone development. This myth likely originated from early studies that mistakenly linked coffee drinking with other unhealthy lifestyle choices. Myth number 2. Coffee dehydrates you. This is another popular misconception. While it's true that caffeine has a mild diuretic effect, meaning it can make you need to use the restroom a bit more, the amount of water in a standard cup of coffee more than compensates for this effect. So, your morning cup actually counts toward your daily fluid intake, it doesn't subtract from it. And finally, myth number 3. Dark roast coffee has more caffeine than light roast. This sounds plausible, right? A stronger, bolder flavor must mean more kick. But it's actually the opposite. The roasting process burns off a small amount of caffeine. So, bean for bean, a light roast usually has slightly more caffeine than a dark roast. The difference is minimal, but it's a fun fact to share with your local barista. So, with all this information, what is the healthiest way to enjoy your coffee? It's all about being mindful and making smart choices. First, if you have a sensitive stomach, try to avoid drinking coffee on an empty stomach. Having it with or after a meal can help buffer the acid and prevent discomfort. Second, moderation is key. For most healthy adults, the general recommendation is to limit caffeine intake to about 400 milligrams per day, which is roughly 2 to 3 standard cups of coffee. This allows you to get the benefits without tipping over into the negative side effects. Timing is also crucial. To protect your sleep, it's a great idea to set a caffeine curfew. Try to have your last cup before 2 p.m. This gives your body plenty of time to process the caffeine so it doesn't interfere with your ability to fall asleep and get quality rest. And finally, think about what you're adding to your coffee. All those sugars, syrups, and heavy creams can quickly turn a zero-calorie, health-boosting beverage into a dessert loaded with empty calories. The healthiest way to drink it is black or with a small splash of milk. Ultimately, coffee isn't just a drink. It's a tool. When used wisely, it can be a fantastic way to power your brain and protect your body. But when overused, it can start to drain them. So, the next time you sip your morning brew, take a moment to appreciate the incredible science happening inside that cup. It's a complex and powerful beverage that deserves our respect. If you found this information helpful and want to learn more, please consider subscribing to VitalFacts for your daily dose of health, food, and body science. Your support really helps us continue our efforts to bring more truth and useful knowledge to you. Thanks for watching.